But what says k? Did you touch it? Touch it so I can see it. Did you touch it? And one child might just be touching this. Did you find a cat? Mm-hmm. There's another one on the next row. Look on the next row. Did you find something that flies up high in the sky? Oh, and kids will start screaming, kite, kite. Yeah. And there's one more on the bottom row. What's the last thing that says k on the bottom row? And then see if the kids are touching it. And this one in particular, if I'm like, touch all three, they love to do like this kind of thing, right? Like their elbows and whatnot, touching all three. All right, let's tap all three. Ready? C, cat, k. C, cat, k. You're doing it with me. You're my students. K, kite, K, kite. And then I do C, K, sock. And that one's tricky because it's C, K, sock. You got to get it in there. So with the kids, what I've found for those of you who are teaching, you're going to get a lot of whole group because I'm doing whole group now. I haven't done whole group in a long time. That on those, I go like this. Watch me first. C, K, sock, k. And then I'll give it to them like a choir. I'm the director and you're my choir. So I go C, K, sock, k. C, K, sock, k. And they love it, right? I'm doing it. And now it's your turn. D, G, E, bridge, J. D, G, E, bridge, J. And you could direct them any way you want to, whatever works. So it's me in a beat, and then it's them with the same beat. And somebody in my group who was sharing said that they were chart tapping, and the para in their classroom who hadn't heard them do it before was like, oh my gosh, that was like a what? A choir. The kids love it. And we don't think of it as a choir. Oh, I do, because that's how I think of it, is like we're going to do it all together, just like a choir. I'm the conductor. So when we're doing sounds, I'm conducting them on the sounds. I'm the conductor and you're my choir. And how often do kids get to sing in a choir these days? Like when I was in elementary school, we went to music, we sang in a choir. That's what we did. We just did choir all the time in music class in elementary school. How many times do your kids get to go sing in a choir? Maybe they do. Maybe that's part of your school music program. But if they don't, this is a lot of fun to do together. So you be a choir director and you direct them, okay? So those are some instructional strategies for you to use in your classroom. Down and dirty quick. Don't even get notebooks or pencils out. That takes 5 minutes sometimes to get notebooks and pencils out. Pull your folders out, tap them, and then call out the sounds. Julie put in the chat about watching the video with extension activities. There's a lot of extension activities that are available on using the charts. Go to that video and check out the extension activities for chart tapping on the Brain Friendly Reading YouTube channel. I love it. You guys are awesome. But I told my friends in the classroom that if they hear me say, and then they say, and then their friends say, and then everybody says, it's like they're passing on the, and so it starts out small and then it gets bigger and kids are going, so everybody can hear. And I love that piece of it because it's like we're supporting one another. So that's really nice. So sound dictation is a piece of what we do, but guess what? We do sound dictation when you dictate a word. So when you dictate the word cat and the child goes cat, and then we put it on our arm, at, that's sound dictation. And then if they write, what comes next? Ah, what comes last? T. They're writing the letter that goes with the sound that they're making. They're saying t, and they're writing the t. That's the same. It's the same brain stimulation. Arm spelling the word and then writing each piece. In the 3rd grade classroom, I do a tiny bit of sound dictation because I lose them because they can't hear me. The room is noisy, don't know what the deal is. And I go straight into arm spelling. I'll do a couple of things with them, like 2 things, and then we go, because I want to model for the teacher, right? But then I go right into arm spelling words and then saying the sounds and writing the words. It accomplishes the same thing. You guys got that? Right? So you can skip sound dictation in whole group if that doesn't make sense to your group. If it does, if your classroom is quiet and your kids follow along with it, do some. It's a great way to assess who knows what. When you do that sound dictation and you say qua, and the kids go, what? What is what? And they don't know what it is, then you know they still need to tap QU queen qua. They need to tap QU queen qua. And you could have them tap it 3 times. You could write QU on the page. You could remember QU is a place where we're going to need to do a lesson.